Yoga for Wellness wellness class that you can expand your knowledge of yoga, or if you're trying it for the first time, begin your own self-awareness journey. My name is George Ethan Cox. I'm your RYT 200-hour certified yoga instructor. I apologize for the delay. This was due to technical difficulties, but we're up and running now. So I am excited to share with you an awesome heart opening and shoulder opening class today. Since we're a little behind, we're going to go ahead and get started. But I do want to thank Wilkes Recovery Revolution and Hive Fitness Studios for helping make this all possible. If you want to tune in for future videos, check us out every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. With that being said, find a nice comfortable seat of your choice and roll out your mats, maybe grab a block, and we will begin. We're going to start with our breath to start. Since it's been a little hectic week in Wilkes County, North Carolina, there's been a all-stars race going on throughout the week. There's a lot going on. So let's take a moment to kind of slow things down, dial it back, and find our breath. Now, I'm sitting on my knees. If this is better for you, but you also have knee issues, go ahead and maybe find a blanket or roll up your mats to support your knees here. Or maybe cross your legs at this point. But make sure you're in a position where your spine can be nice and long, and we will begin our breath by taking a deep inhale through the nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax those shoulders. Breathe in. Lift the heart space and out through the mouth. Go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Continue to breathe deep. Inhale in. Find lifting energy through the front of your body. As you exhale, relax the shoulders. Ground down through the back body. Breathe in. Smooth, deep breath. And let go of the to-do list as you exhale. Let go of the day so far. Inhale lots of love. Lift the heart space. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Last deep inhale before we open our eyes. Set an intention for your practice. It could be anything. Lengthen the crown. And exhale it out. All right, go ahead and bat the eyelashes open. And we're going to take an inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, swim the hands down and back behind you. Now, your palms don't have to reach the ground or mat. That's fine, just as long as your fingers can touch. Maybe you want to grab a couple of blocks and put them behind you for support. But this sensation we're aiming for is to open the chest. So we're going to inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, bow the chin to chest with the heart lifted. Breathe here to find a stretch in the back of the neck. And exhale, relax your shoulders down. Now, carve a line with the nose as you inhale. Carve it upward. Inhale. Open the chest. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift the sternum. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale once more, open the chest. Exhale, head back to center. Now place your hands to both sides of you. So we're going to inhale, lift the right hand up to start. And exhale, think up and over as you reach beyond your crown of your head. Pull the thumbs back, heart lifts. Maybe you peer up at your crease at your elbow. Exhale, rain the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left hand up high. And exhale, over. Reach, reach, reach. Pull the thumbs back. Maybe look up. Draw the navel in. Breathe here. And exhale, rain it down. One more each side. From the right going forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Pull the thumb and elbow back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, rain it down. Inhale, lift from the left. And exhale over. Pull the thumbs back. And then rain it down, exhale. Awesome. We're going to do seated cat and cow. So inhale, lift the sternum up, heart reaches forward. You can use your hands as leverage on the knees and just simply bend the elbows as you breathe in and open the chest. Maybe you look up. And then exhale, arc your back, draw the navel in, chin to chest, and straighten the arms out for a seated cat pose. All right, we repeat this using the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arc. Go back and forth at your pace. Take your time. Just a couple of these, just to warm up the spine. See if you can experiment with slowly lengthening your breath. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to do seated twists, and then we're going to do a little work with our shoulders. So, seated twist, inhale, lift the hands up high. Exhale, twist to your left, left palm behind you, right hand to left knee. Again, this can work in a seated pose, or you can have a hero variation. Inhale, find length in the crown. Exhale, draw the navel in and twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Go ahead and walk your hands back to center. Other side. Inhale, lift the hands up high. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, find lift in the chest. And exhale, twist. Draw the navel in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, walk your hands back to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to experiment with eagle arms. Our peak pose today will be eagle, so this is a great prep pose. So for eagle, you want to karate chop with your right hand first. Karate chop your left hand. Elbow is on top of the right crease of the right arm. Now this may be your eagle arms, just making a V here. Maybe you can tap the back of the hands together, or if you're feeling excited, you can double wrap your hands so your palms are pressed against one another. From here, we're going to get a shoulder opener going by making small circles with the left elbow. Just small ones to start here. Just warming up the shoulders, getting started. Going a little bigger now with the circles, if you're feeling comfortable with it. All right, now we're going to switch the circle's direction. Following with your left elbow. Using your breath as your elbows lift, you inhale. As your elbows lower, you exhale. One or two more, and then we'll switch. All right, unravel, open wide, bring your arms behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Counter that pose. And then exhale back to center. Opposite arm. Left arm karate chops first, right arm on top. Now you have the hands tap, make a V or double wrap. And this time use your right elbow to make a circle. So making a circle clockwise again, small circles. Should feel a different sensation than the other one, but we're just evening things out now. Imagine your arms pressing firmly into one another. That counteractive press here works all your arm muscles. Expand the circles. And switch rotation. At your pace. All right, release. Bring your hands behind you. Inhale, lift the heart space, look up. And then exhale back to center. From here, we're going to meet on all fours. So take your time here getting into the position, especially if you're on your knees. Notice how you're moving today. How you move matters, not just in yoga, but in life. So just really take a little extra time if you need to. But just make sure you're also setting yourself up for success. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, we're going to kick back the right foot. We're going to just rock back and forth just a hair. So we're warming up the ankles and the wrist. And now your left toes can be curled under like mine, or you can have them flat on the mat. Press firmly into the fingertips. Breathe. Really press your heel away from the body like you're pressing into an imaginary surface. We're going to inhale, kick that foot up so the foot's parallel to the sky, and then draw that knee into the chest. Lift, 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 and squeeze, and then look forward. Plant that foot in between the palms. Awesome. From here, we're going to pivot from the knee down, that back leg, quarter turn counterclockwise for gate pose. We're going to move our right foot out straight, or straight as comfortable, and point the toes away from the body. And then walk your torso to the opposite side to where your left palm is behind where your body first started. We're going to inhale. We're going to bow and arrow the right hand up towards the sky. Inhale in, open the heart space, and exhale up and over like we did at the very beginning of class. Reach, 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 one long line from the right toes to the right fingertips. Pull the thumbs back. And exhale. Bring your torso back to where it started. And then unravel that back foot. Now we're in a runner's lunge. Point your toes in towards your forehead for a little hamstring stretch here, and breathe. When you're ready, bring your front foot back, and we are back in all fours. Gate pose the other side. So go ahead and draw that left foot back, and go ahead and rock your body back and forth, warming up the left ankle, stretching the wrists. If you want to have a little extra fun here with the wrist, you can turn the wrist a corner turn so your fingers are facing outward, or have your fingers facing your body, like so. Breathe deep. Don't forget your breath. If you take anything from these yoga practices, it's always return to your breath when your mind starts to wander, or when you start noticing that your breath is losing its rhythm. Always aim for smooth, long, deep breaths. And when you're trying to move too quickly, just see if you can't slow it down just a little. Move slowly so we can move with mindfulness. Moving mindfully protects the body from injury. With this being said, we're going to kick that left foot up high, foot parallel to the sky, draw the navel in, and bring the knee in towards the chest, squeeze. Inhale and exhale, bring that foot in between the palms. Turn that back leg 1/4 clockwise this time, so your toes is facing to the left of your body, and walk your torso to the right this time. Fingers, right hand's fingers opposite of where your head was at the beginning. From here, we're going to bow and arrow our hands up towards the sky. Inhale in. And stretch that left foot out, and then exhale. Hands beyond the short edge of the mat. Breathe. Feel a long stretch in the left side body. Pull those left thumbs back. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring it back down. Walk your hands back to the front. Bring your left toes to face the forehead for runner's lunge. And breathe into your hips. Pull that left hip flexor back. Look forward. And then exhale, walk your hips forward, and you're in a low lunge. And bring your foot back to the back. We're on all fours once again. Moving straight into downward dog here. Bring your hips all the way down to your heels and peel your hips up towards the sky. Pedal it out with the feet. Press firmly into the palms and the fingers here. Claw into those fingertips. And when you're ready, we're going to kick the right leg up high. And exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Look forward and plant that foot in between the palms. Beautiful. Excuse me. And find your lightness on the fingertips as you press firmly into your feet, your right foot's heel, and the area underneath the big toe and the pinky toe. Inhale, heart lifts. And then we take a half step up, pivot the toes outward, keep that front knee bent, and inhale, swoop the arms forward and up, warrior one. Breathe here. We're keeping our heart forward, our knees bent, open wider if you need to. Keep your abdominals drawn in. You're hugging the ribs down. And your arms are in alignment with your ears. Inhale, pull the thumbs back. Exhale, open wide, warrior two. Maybe you find a little buoyancy here, a little bounciness. Let's find some natural movement here. And continue your breath. Your gaze beyond your pointer finger here. Maybe you dive down a little deeper and bend further into that front knee. And then we inhale, reach forward, drop the back hand, lift the right palm up and over for peaceful warrior. Pull the thumbs back. Breathe. Cartwheel down, right hand all the way down to the left of the right foot, and inhale, reach the left hand up high. Opening that leg here, the hip flexors. And then exhale, rain it down, pivot that back foot. Inhale, look forward, and step your back foot up to meet the front. Let your head hang here. We're in forward fold. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. Maybe you grab hold of your elbows and sway gently from side to side. Maybe there's a little micro bend in the knee that your legs do not have to remain completely straight. Protect your joints here. Really press into your feet. We're going to inhale, slide the hands up the legs to the thighs, straighten the back. Just reach beyond the crown, inhale, and exhale, flow it down. Now take your time here, generous bend at the knees, and slowly, slowly, slowly take your time while you roll all the way up to Tadasana. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Notice how you feel. A little bit more awake than before. Maybe you feel a little bit more energy. Let's keep that movement flow, and we're going to inhale, swoop the hands up, way up high once more. And we're going to hinge at the hips as our heart dives forward, knees bend. Our arms stay beyond our ears here, or parallel with the ears. Pull the thumbs up, down and back, the hips go. Now, this is chair pose, and to know if you're holding yourself correctly, you should be able to lift your toes up off the mats. without falling, obviously. Pull the thumbs up, you got this. Inhale and exhale, rain it down. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And exhale, plant the palms, bring back one foot and another as we enter into plank and lower all the way down, bellies to mat. Bring your palms in line with the ribs. Inhale, look forward, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Lift up to all fours. We're all going to meet in downward dog. All righty. Claw into those fingertips, drop the right ankle or heel, and inhale, lift the left leg up high this time. Equal distribution of both hands as far as weight is concerned. And then exhale, draw that knee in, navel draws in, look forward, and plant that left foot in between the palms. Nice low lunge. Inhale, heart lifts. You find a lightness in the fingers here. Getting a good stretch in the groin. Half step back foot up, toes pivot out or pivot upward toward the front right corner of your mat. Keep that left knee bent. Inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back, warrior one. Pulling the thumbs back. Virabhadrasana 1. Heart's lifted. This is a heart opening pose because we're lifting the armpit chest, which is part of the heart muscles, and keeping an internal rotation of the arms here. Breathe deep. Press firmly into that pinky toe, bend into the front knee. Inhale, pull the heart open. Exhale, open wide, warrior 2. Focusing your gaze beyond your pointer finger here. Breathe deep. Heart's nice and sternum's nice and lifted here. Bend a little deeper into that front knee. Continue breathing deeply here. Use your breath here to carry yourself from moment to moment. You feel a little slight panic in here, which can happen whenever you're exercising. Always return to the breath. See if you can't slow it down. Inhale, reach forward, flip the front palm, drop the back hand up and over. Peaceful warrior. Maybe wrap the hand behind your body and get a little bind by placing your palm onto your left thigh. Pull the right hand back. Exhale, cartwheel down. Right hand's lifted up, heart lifts. Extended side angle. And then lower the right hand down. Pivot that back foot, look forward, inhale. And then step that back foot up to meet the front. Generous knee bend here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop your arms forward, up to beyond your ears, and chair pose we go. Bend the hips downward, where tailbone reaches down towards the mat and away from the body. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then inhale, reach up towards the sky, Tadasana. Ah. And then exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Beautiful. We're warmed up today. Alrighty, inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, swan dive downward. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Hands on the thighs, shins, or floor. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the palms, bring your foot back and the other. Lower all the way down to cobra or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. We will all meet in downward dog, whichever works best for you. If you are in cobra, you can raise up to all fours and then transition to down dog. From here, we're going to anchor the left heel down. Inhale, right leg up high. Breathe. We're going to exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest, look forward. And then exhale, bring that foot back. Inhale. And then exhale, bring that knee forward. And plant the foot in between the palms. All right. Now listen closely. We're going to move all the way to where a foot is, our feet are together, bring them really together. Halfway left, the lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop your hands up for our chair pose. And now from here, find your positioning. Make sure your legs are really squeezing in together. And then you bring your hands in towards the heart center. Now listen closely. We're going to, from here, take our elbow, our right elbow, and see if it can't meet the inside or the outside of the left leg. Press your hands firmly together and see if you can't allow your sternum to meet your thumbs. Breathe here, in through the belly. This is a really good opener for the shoulders. If you feel shakiness, that means your body's alive. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1. Unravel. Lift the beach ball up and forward to the head. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side. Left elbow hooks onto the outer edge of the right leg. And you press firmly to the hands to lift your sternum into your thumbs. Breathe. Doing awesome. Yes, that body's shaking. You're awake, you're alive. You might be feeling a little sweat, and that's good for you. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, swoop the arms forward and press into the heels and lift Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, sweep the hands up high. And from here, we're going to keep your hands looking forward and guide your left toes back. Pivot that foot out, and we are in Warrior One. Ha! Surprise. Pull those thumbs back. And then exhale, open the arms out wide, Warrior Two. Breathe deep. Reach the right hand forward, drop the back hand up and over, Peaceful Warrior. Keeping the heart lifted. Then exhale, cartwheel down, down, down. Lift the left hand up high for extended side angle. Inhale. And exhale, drop the left hand, pivot the back foot back to parallel, and plant your left hand this time. Inhale, reach the right hand up high for a twist. Exhale, rain it down. Plant the palms, bring your front foot to the back, lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Now anchor the right foot this time. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, knee to the nose, squeeze. Leg up and in. Inhale, lift the leg up high. Exhale, squeeze the knee to nose. Once more. Heel reaches towards the buttocks. Look forward and then plant the foot in between the palms. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And then when you're ready, inhale, step that back foot to meet the front. Squeeze the legs together, really together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands forward and up, all the way up to Tadasana. And exhale, hands to heart. Breathe here. Just notice how you feel. We got one more set of chair poses. You got this. Then we're going to move into our peak. We're going to inhale, reach the hands up high. And exhale, the palms reach together, hips down and back, heart reaches forward. Squeeze the legs together, really together. And starting to the right side this time, we're going to rotate our hearts to the right, left elbow hooks to the outer edge of the right leg. Press firmly into the palms, breathe deeply. Feeling that shakiness? This is what they call prana, that heat, that breath. You're stoking the fire in our bodies. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, swoop the arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart, other side. We're going to bring our thumbs to our sternums here, stoking the fire. We're breathing in and out. We got this. You're doing great. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back. You're all the way to Tadasana. And as you exhale, we're going to slide the right toes all the way back and toes facing out towards the front short edge. Bend the front knee. Not Tadasana, I'm sorry. Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. Hearts open and lifted. Now we exhale, open wide, Warrior 2. Breathe deep. Again, if you want to have a little nice buoyancy in this position, you can. But focus on trying to bring that knee outward a little bit, pressing firmly into your foundation, that pinky toe, your front heel, drawing the navel in, heart lifts. Keeping a nice long line from pointer finger to pointer finger. Inhale, reach the front hand, drop the back palm up and over, peaceful warrior. Breathe deep. And when you're ready, cartwheel all the way down, leaving your left hand up and open wide for extended side angle. Beautiful. Keep your heart nice and lifted, like your heart's spiraling up to the sky. And then exhale, rain the right fingers down. Pivot that back foot to parallel, plant the right palm, and lift the left hand up high. Inhale. And exhale, rain that one down. From here, going to bring your front foot all the way back, lower your knees to the mat, toes together, and walk your hips all the way back to your heels, and relax the head down. You deserve it, child's pose. Relax your forehead down. Swing your hands behind your back to your feet. Allow your shoulders to dome over your feet. Your knees here. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. Give yourself simple breaths here to take in what you just experienced. You deserve it. Maybe you find a slight sway of your forehead from side to side, giving your brow a nice little massage. Give yourself 3 deep breaths here, 3 more. Take your time. And if you need to pause, feel welcome to pause.
Last one all together. Inhale and exhale out. All right. Place your palms down, but press yourself up. Back onto your knees. Now we're going to meet in a standing position at the center of our mat. So get up and positioned however suits you best. Take your time. You can go in from down dog and walk yourself to the center. You can inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, roll it up. All right. So a lot of today's practice, we've worked on strengthening our core. Even though it's been more innate, it's been so important to move into posture to posture. Our core is going to help us with this as well. So we're moving into eagle pose. Whenever we were squeezing our legs together, we're going to need that very much as well. So to get started, we're going to start by taking your right foot, pressing firmly into the left for stability. And start by allowing the pinky toes just to touch. From here, you can either keep your foot there or try to wrap your foot around the leg. There are more options. You can keep your legs wrapping where one knee is all the way over the other, or you can just stay with one of the other options. There's no judgment here. But through this, you want to keep your heart lifted. A good way to tell is if your thumb is on your sternum, and you can have your sternum come to meet your thumb. From here, moving to eagle arms. Karate chop with the right one to kick off, and then rest your left elbow on your right elbow crease. You can stick with the V, have your hands to touch, or double wrap. Here's where the fun happens. From where you are now, you want to sit down and back. Imagine that chair pose earlier, and remember the sensation of squeezing your legs together. You want to keep that sensation as you move down and back in the hips. Breathe deep. We're in eagle pose, opening the shoulders. Using our abdominals here, keep our heart lifted. Maybe you experiment, you can inhale, focus your left elbow as you lift your elbows up towards the sky. Keep that squeezing in the legs and the abdominals drawing in. And then exhale, nice and slow. Take your elbow, reach down. All right, inhale, we're going to lift that back up. Nice and slowly, you're doing amazing. We're wringing ourselves out here. Exhale, draw the navel in. Thinking cat-cow as we are drawing it all in. Last one, inhale, lift up, nice and slow. All the way up to the sky. And exhale, draw the navel in. Nice and slowly. Inhale back to center and unravel. Bring your legs a little wider than hip width apart and reach your hands up for starfish. Opening wide. And then exhale, swimming your hands behind your back. We're countering that pose, interlacing the fingers behind you. Pull them down and back as your heart lifts. Draw your navel in and bring your pelvis to tuck underneath the body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge at the hips as we go down. Opening the shoulders and heart space, continue to think down and away as you pull your hands away from the body. Inhale, halfway lift from this position. Release the hands and exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up and reach your hands up towards the sky, starfish. And then exhale, heel toe your hands together, heel toe your feet together, bring your hands together. Feet together, really together. Squeeze your legs together, and then we're going to eagle pose with the opposite direction. So in this position, take your left foot and bring your left pinky toe to meet with the right. This might be where you are. That's perfectly okay, as long as you feel safe in this position. This is also a balancing posture, so just keep that in mind while we practice this pose. If you feel comfortable, you can double wrap the legs like so. You want to feel comfortable bringing your hips down and back in this, so just keep that in mind. Opposite arms, this time karate chop the left to start, and the right, we can stick with our V, hands to touch, or double wrap. Now, here's the fun part. Lower your hips down and back. Keep your heart nice and lifted here. Breathe. We're going to inhale, lift the right elbow to focus the right elbow towards the sky. Squeeze your legs together, really together. Draw the navel in and up. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. And if you lose balance, that's okay. People lose balance all the time. That's why it's yoga practice, not a yoga exam. I don't know if there's a lot of yoga exams unless you're going to be a teacher, but this is not one of those moments. Inhale, lift the left elbow up, focus your inertia up, stretch the torso, and exhale, draw the navel in, think cat pose as you lower down. Last one, inhale, reach the hands up high. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, lower down. Nice long exhale. All right, begin to unravel. Heel toe your hands and feet. Heel toe your feet back apart, wider than hip width. Inhale, reach the hands up wide, starfish pose. And this time, toes outward and bend the knees, bend the elbows. Nice stretch in the middle body. Inhale, reach up, heart lifts. And then exhale, bring your hands at your hips and hinge at your hips halfway. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower all the way down. Your hands might meet the mat, they might not. If you want to grab a block, you may. And then bring your feet back to parallel from where you are. Breathe here, breathe nice deep breaths. Maybe you sway gently from side to side, relaxing the hips. We're stretching out those muscles in the legs that you brought intensity to this morning, but still finding a squeeze in the center. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees generously and roll it up. Inhale. Awesome. Heel toe together. And we're going to lower all the way down to our mats. Whew. That was a fun one, guys. Time to cool down. You deserve it. So we're going to go onto our backs, getting a good stretch in our legs here. Hold on to your thighs as you lower back. Drop the left foot, bring the right ankle to cross over the left leg. Interlace the hands behind the left thigh and give yourself a pull for a reclined pigeon. Keep your toes nice and active here. Should feel really good in the glutes. Find some organic movement here, maybe a gentle sway from side to side. Maybe you wrap your hands around the shin here, not just the thigh. Breathe deep. Squeeze it in, inhale, and exhale, unravel the legs. Switch sides, wrap your left ankle beyond the right right thigh, and then wrap your hands behind the right thigh. Give it a pull. You should feel really good after this practice today. Gentle sway from side to side. Nice, smooth breaths here. Toes active. Gorgeous. And release. Now we're going to bring our body into a ball here. To do that, just bring your knees in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze. Give yourself a hug. You deserve it. Maybe sway gently from side to side for a little low back massage. Maybe you give your knees some little circular movements, one way or another. Just find something that feels good to you in this moment. From here, bring your arms nice and wide, facing down for support. Squeeze your knees into the chest and lower down to the left. Taking care to keep both shoulders nice and grounded, heart nice and open. Maybe you take a gaze to the right. Breathe through the stomach and the belly. Find ease in this posture. We brought a bit of intensity to today's practice, and that is awesome. Helps you get your mind off things, but it's so important to balance that out. After your next big breath, take your inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in, bring your knees back to center. Inhale, squeeze the knees to the chest, and then switch sides. Knees fall to the right. Take a look to your left. Maybe use your right hand to guide your legs outward. Heart's nice and open. Breathe into the belly. When you're ready, bring those knees back to center. Arms nice and wide, and we're bringing our legs into butterfly pose. As you do, and we're letting gravity do the work this time, take your hands, interlace them behind your head, and your thumbs be in line with the edges of your neck here. So your head is nice and cradled in between the hands, keeping the heart nice and open. We're trying to see if we can't have our back as flush to the mat as possible and allowing our legs to fall gently to the ground. Now, if your back doesn't flush to the mat, don't fret. It's okay for a little arc, but we want to make sure there's no pain as we do this position. If you feel any pain whatsoever, ease off. You can bring your legs a little bit more together. Breathe. As you exhale, begin to experiment. See if you can't slowly, as slow as possible, bring your knees together. Just take your time. You feel shakiness here. This might be foreign. Notice if anything comes up into your mind. Allow yourself to return to the breath. Just take your time. Slowly bring the legs together like they're squeezing an imaginary force. Breathe through the belly. Keep doing this until eventually your knees come to meet. Now, at this point, you can completely allow your back to flush by tucking in your tailbone slightly. From here, you can release the hands, bring them to your sides. If you want to participate in yoga freestyle, this is your chance. You can do some happy baby or plow pose.
You can do windshield wiper the legs, give any wiggles out. We're preparing for Shavasana, so move in whichever ways suit your needs at this moment. But if you're ready and feel good, you begin lowering one leg and letting it spill out, then another. Shimmy your shoulder blades in under the heart space. Palms facing the sky. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. We conclude every practice in Shavasana to bring closure to our practice, to allow our bodies to reap the benefits and to take in the nutrients of our practice. This is also good for building good posture. Just breathe. Be and breathe. I'll conclude this practice in a few moments, but for now, allow yourself to rest in this pose. Alrighty, friends. Bring your awareness back into the space. You can begin wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing life back into the limbs. Maybe you find a gentle sway with your head from side to side. You can bend your knees, feet flat on the mat, and lower to your favorite side so you can gently press yourself up to seated. Take your time getting there. Maybe you can take a moment and rest on your side using your hand or arm as a pillow. Take your time, press yourself up to seated. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. We end our classes in gratitude. Thank ourselves for showing up for ourselves on the mat, to thank ourselves for following our breath, to find a workout, to find something new. Whatever you're grateful for, this is your time to channel that. I'm grateful for this opportunity to get to share my practices every single week. It's an honor to get to share these with you. This is a free program. This is accessible to anybody who wants to try yoga. And this is coming to you live from Hive Fitness Studios. Check us out anytime on Yoga with George Ethan, Hive Fitness Studios, and Wilkes Recovery Revolution's Facebook pages. And just know that I'm always here if you ever want to reach out and have any questions or suggestions. With that, we conclude. We bring our hands to heart and we bow and say, Namaste.
The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a beautiful chance to get to share this practice with y'all. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week at 11 a.m. Till then, have a wonderful day.